Today I'm joined by Michael Gemmell. How you doing?
Not bad, pretty good.
Yeah, you're at Bonus United and we're here to speak to you today because, well, at the moment you're sitting at the top of the East of Scotland Premier League at a good position that you might be coming in to join the Lowland League next season. If not, you'll definitely be there, you'd imagine, in the next couple of seasons. So how is playing for Bonus?
It's fantastic. I think my own personal belief is Bonus have been one of the biggest clubs in certainly the East region when it was juniors. Fantastic fan base. Over the past 10 years, had a fair amount of success. So I think the natural progression when I was moving across was to make that step up to the Lowland League. It's something we're all excited about. By no manner of means are we there yet. There's still a lot of football to get played, but as you say, over the next couple of years, that was always the target when moving over to the switch.
Absolutely, and you've had a pretty successful season this year as well. You're sitting at the top of the league at the moment, but you've had a pretty tough run of results of late. Is that something that's adding a wee bit of unwanted pressure towards the end of the season?
Don't get me wrong, we'd rather be, when you look at some of the results that we've had, some of our poor results, no disrespect to the teams that we've played against, but the teams that potentially we would be looking at win. I think we've lost twice at home to the team that have been sitting bottom of the league. And when you look at the teams up rivaling us, Camelin, Trinent, Pennycook, Broxburn, we've been unbeaten. Hillabeath have beat home and away. So yeah, don't get me wrong, we'd like to be sitting 10 points clear. I'm sure every team would, but at the same time, if you'd offered us at the start of the season to be sitting this many points clear, other teams by all means have still got games in hand, but we know as well as anybody that it's up to them to go and win those games in hand. And there's no, the good thing about this league and the interesting thing about the Premier Division this season is that no game can be taken for granted. You've seen that even with our results, that anyone can beat anyone on the day, so we're not taking anything for granted, but we would have probably taken this at the start of the season if you'd offered it to us.
Absolutely. Two of the teams that are sort of closest and I suppose pressure on you towards the end of the season is Broxburn and Hillabeath. You've got a bit of history because you used to play at Hillabeath.
Yeah, I was at Hillabeath for I think around 5 seasons. Absolutely loved it. Really enjoyed my time. There's some fantastic people, really great people on the committee. From David Bailey, who's been there along with Jock Finlayson since the club was first started. Both fantastic people, and I'm delighted to see them doing well. Maybe not so well that they're rivaling this season, but I am delighted to see them doing well.
Is it a good place to go when you head back to Kears Park? Do you quite enjoy that?
Yeah, it is. It is. I do enjoy my time going back. Fortunately, this season we had a good result there. We scored in the last minute to win the game. But I do enjoy going back and seeing familiar faces, my old stomping ground. And yeah, there's a wee bit of added pressure, but I like it.
Okay. And prior to your time at Hillabeath, what was kind of your route into football and your route to playing in the juniors and now
so
seniors?
My family's always been involved. My dad played with Celtic actually. I'm a big Rangers fan, but my dad played with Celtic when he was younger. And so it's always been that natural progression. Going to watch football and certainly playing boys club football and stuff since I was maybe 5. I was at full time. I was at Airdrie United.
Okay.
Just after they made that kind of transition from, I think they took over from Clydebank.
Yeah.
I signed the season after. I was full time at Airdrie for a couple of seasons, and I remember when I came out of full time football, they finally realised that I wasn't very good. I came out of full time football, and probably like everyone at that stage, I was doing a lot of football. I was out of the house nearly every day and every night of the week at football, whether it be training during the day, under 19 games at night, reserve games on going to the first team games on Saturday to sit and watch, and then playing reserve games on Sunday. I was out of the house nearly every day of the week, so I was really a bit disillusioned with football. And I remember somebody that stays fairly close by to me offered me a chance to come play with Armadale Juniors. Never heard of junior football, but he was offering me certainly enough money at that time to go on holiday, to come along, do pre-season, see how I enjoyed it. And I went along and see just getting that kind of dressing room, camaraderie, being amongst the boys, slightly different atmosphere playing in the juniors, but I loved it, and I've loved every minute of it since then. But back then I just it was that transition. I've done pre-season, and listen, you know what, just signed to the end of the season, so I ended up signing 1 season and played one season Armadale before I ended up signing with Hillabeath.
After those 5 years at Hillabeath, you've now been at Bonus for 5 seasons, and you've done that. You've done the switch from the juniors to now playing in the east of Scotland and sort of pushing to work your way up the pyramid. How did you find that transition going from the juniors?
To be honest, it was kind of mixed emotions. A lot of good times in the juniors, but I think everyone would probably agree, maybe some, but I think everyone most people would agree that it was a natural progression. We looked at teams like Kelty and what they'd done, fantastic, going from the juniors to making that step up. And now in the lower league, the setup they've got there, I think every team kind of admired that and aspired to follow in their footsteps. Bonnerig have done fantastic as well, rivaling Kelty this season in the Lowland. Because we'd done it at the time, same time as Bonnerig, but at that time, fairly, no disrespect to the teams that were in the existing Premier League, but they obviously had I think it was 30-ish junior teams moving across, and they had to make the 3-league split. I say mixed emotions because it was exciting, playing in a lot of grounds that I've never played before, a lot of places and teams that I'd never ever had the opportunity to play against, but no disrespect to the teams we were playing against. I think we had a 16-0, 11-1, and then the week later we'd go and play Bonnerig, or we'd go and play Socky somewhere, and you'd get a really close game. Then the following week you would go and you'd get another 9-0. So it was different.
Yeah, I think that first year where they did have the 3 conferences, I think it was very tricky. It's good to see that it's now sort of evening itself out, and this season that Premier League, the East of Scotland Premier League, has been fantastic. How is it playing in this season against, you're not getting those 11-0 wins as openly? Is it competitive? Is it enjoyable to play in every week?
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned earlier on, you can't take any game for granted. It doesn't matter if you're playing the team that's second, or as we found out to our peril, playing the team that's down near the bottom, fighting for their lives. Every game's a challenge. No team's going to roll over to you. There's not a game that goes by where you can go out and say, you know what, we'll just get on the ball, do our thing. You have to go out and earn that right to play every single week. And that's one of the things I've enjoyed this season, that every team is going to battle. Every team, goes without saying, obviously wants to beat you, but every team's coming in knowing that they've got a chance. There's teams that maybe previously in the junior setup, teams like Crossgates, Blackburn, who were a couple of leagues down within the juniors, have made that transition. They're now sitting in the Premier League and they're really holding their own. They've done really, really well, and it's encouraging to see. It must be encouraging for other teams who are thinking of making that transition to see these teams going and holding their own.
Another team that made the switch for you guys was a sort of local rival in Linlithgow Rose. What's it like playing those guys each season? Yeah,
brilliant. That was one thing that was missing from certainly last season, and I think everyone would agree that way. You play for Linlithgow Bonus, whether you support Linlithgow Bonus, or even as a neutral sometimes coming to watch these games. They bring a lot to the area. Great rivalry over the years. 2 really good teams, 2 well supported teams, and you can, even if you look at the gate numbers for the one fixture we've had this season, I think it trumps anything else, certainly within the Premier Division. So it's been brilliant getting that back again. It's easy to say that because we won the last one. If we'd been beat, it maybe would be a different story. But in all seriousness, it's been really good to have them back, those fixtures back again.
When you look at the Lowland League, and obviously you've got the aspirations of playing in that league, what's your thoughts? Do you think you could go up there and hold your own fairly well, or do you think you need to build a little bit on what you've already got?
No, I think certainly for ourselves, we look at the likes of Kelty and Bonnerig, who've been in a similar position to ourselves. We played Bonnerig 4 or 5 times last season, but when you take into cups and league games into consideration, and I think we won held our own. We certainly would like to go up and make that challenge. We're not going up there just to make the numbers up. We've played against a number of Lowland League sides this year, and we certainly look to go up there and challenge, hold our own.
Thanks, Mikey, for taking the time to come in, Ali, and have a chat with us. It's been brilliant listening to you.
No, thanks very much. Thanks for having us.